Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So in chapter 4 we have completed the multiplication part and now we are going to start with the division. Okay, what is our learning checklist here? Yes, to learn how to divide up to 4-digit numbers by 1-digit or 2-digit numbers and identify the patterns in dividing by 10, 100, 1000. This is 1000 here. And also to solve word problems on division of numbers. Okay children, and let's get started. Division is equal sharing or equal grouping. Yes, we say divide this among yourselves. What do we mean by when we say that divide? Divide means sharing equally or forming into equal groups. Yes. So what are the terms that are used in division? Just like in addition, yes, when we have two numbers 1 plus 2, 1 and 2 are called as addends and the answer is called as sum. Yes children, and then when we are subtracting, the larger number is called as minuend, the smaller number is called subtrahend and the answer is called as our difference. And when we are multiplying, yes, one number is called as the multiplier and the other is called multiplicand, or these two are called as factors as well. Factors, and the answer is called as product, or it can be called as multiple as well. Okay, it can be called as multiple as well. 2 and 1 become the factors and 2 becomes the multiple. Now what about division? In division also we have 4 terms that are used: dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. Now what is dividend? The number that is being divided. And what is divisor? The number which divides the dividend. See, whenever we have OR or R to it, say teacher. When we say teacher, what do we mean? We mean that a person who teaches. And when we say a doctor, doctor is someone who treats the sick people. Yes, and when we say, what can we say next? Yes, so when we say teacher, doctor, yes children, there are arts in this. So when we have like this arts in the words, okay, remember it like this. It means that the person is doing the work, the person is teaching, the person is treating. Yes, doctor or teacher. So when we have arts in the word, that means that particular, that word, the name is given to the person who is doing the work. In the same way, here we are having divisor. So here we are having the R term here. Yes, that means this number divisor is what divides. Divisor is the number that divides another number. Okay children, whenever divisor comes up, try to compare it with teacher or doctor. Yes, teacher is someone who teaches, doctor is someone who treats. Yes, in the same way, divisor is the number that divides another number. Coming to quotient, the number of times divisor will go into the dividend. Yes, see here. Yes, the number of times that the divisor say. Let us say that I have 6 divided by 2. 6 is divided by what? 2. So who is dividing? 2. So 2 becomes our divisor. Okay, 2 is written to the left side and 6 is the dividend. It is being divided. 2 is the divisor. It is doing the work of dividing another number. Now if you look at 2 table, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6. Now how many times does 2 come in 3 table? 2 threes are 6. Yes, so this 3 is written on top and this 3 becomes our quotient. Okay children, normally when we say what is the answer of the division, we give the quotient as our answer here. Now what to do? 2 threes are 6. 2 threes are how much? 6. Write the product below the number here and we need to subtract. 6 minus 6 is 0. That's it. This marks our end of division. Now what does 6 become? Sorry, 0 becomes 0 is what is remaining. So it becomes our remainder. The number that is remaining at the end of division becomes our remainder. Clear, children? What terms do we have? Dividend, divisor, quotient, remainder. Yes, we have 4 terms that are used in division: dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. Now what here is, dividend is equal to divider into quotient plus remainder. See, just now dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. I wrote dr here for divisor. Okay, yes, just now in 2 3s are 6. When 6 was divided by 2, what was this? This is our quotient and this is our divisor. Yes or no? Yes. So always remember, and this is what? This is our dividend here. Yes. So dividend is always equal to quotient into divisor. What is dividend equal to, children? Divisor into quotient. See, 2 3s are 6. And in the division of 6 by 2, 2 3s are 6. We write it like this. Yes. So what is 6 here? 6 is the dividend. So the dividend is equal to what? 2 is the divisor into 3 is the quotient. So dividend is always equal to divisor into quotient plus whatever is remainder. Okay. When you get confused whether dividend is written this side or this side, yes, write a simple division like this and see for yourself. Okay. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. That is the rule for verification. Suppose you have done a division and you want to check whether the division you have done is correct or not. So that this equation here, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient, will help us to check our answer. Now what do we have here? 464 divided by 3. 464 divided by 3. First, what do we do, children? We start division from left to right. Till now, be it addition or subtraction or multiplication, we always went from right to left. Yes, but in division, we go from left to right. Now, if we take 4 and for doing divisions correctly, the main and first and foremost important thing is that you need to remember your tables, children. Okay, if you do not remember your tables correctly, you cannot do both multiplication and division. Okay, now coming to 4. Yes, now does 4 come in 3 table? No. Do we have any number which is less than 4 in the 3 table? Yes, we have 3 here. We have 3. So 3 ones are 3. This 1 here, we are already having 3, that is the divisor. So the 1 here becomes our quotient written on top. 3 ones are how much? 3. Subtract. 4 minus 3 becomes 1. Now we need to bring another digit down. 16. Do we have 16 in 3 table? No. Do we have any number which is just less than 16? Yes, we have 15. 3 5s are 15. So 5 becomes our quotient. 3 5s are 15. When we subtract, 1 will be our answer. Now bringing the last digit down, that is 14. Again, do we have 14 in 3 table? No. Do we have any number that is just less than 14? Yes, we have 12. So 3 4s are 12. Writing 4 in the quotient, 12 down here. When we subtract, what is left, children? 14 minus 12 is 2. Now from this, what are the dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder? Wait, let me erase all this stuff. Okay. Now, let me take another ink. Yes. Now 3 is doing the work of division. It is doing the work. So it becomes the divisor. 464 is being divided. So it becomes our dividend. 2 is remaining at the last, so it becomes our remainder. Yes, and 154, that is the number written on top, is the quotient. Yes children, understood? For 154 is the quotient, 464 dividend, 3 is the divisor, and the last number 2 is our remainder. We have multiplication tables here from 11 till 16, and in this chapter we are going to learn how to multiply two-digit number with how to divide by two-digit numbers. Yes, so you need to memorize these two-digit tables 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and also the other numbers. Okay, I think for your class till 16 table is enough. Yes children, so it is important that you memorize these tables. Next, coming to properties of division. Yes children, we have already learned properties of addition, subtraction and multiplication, right? Now let us learn about the properties of division. First one is any number divided by 1 is the number itself. Example, 587 divided by 1 is equal to 587. See, I am dividing by 1. In one table, when does 587 come? In one table, when does 587 come? 1 into dash. 1 into 587. Yes, so 587 becomes my quotient. So 587 divided by 1 is equal to the number itself, 587. Okay children, suppose if such a question is given in the exam, 587 divided by 1 is equal to dash. Okay, and you do not remember this property. Any number divided by 1 is the number itself. Now what to do? You take a smaller number, say 5. 5 divided by 1 is equal to how much? 5 divided by 1 is equal to how much? It is 5 only. So what can we understand from there? That when we divide a number by 1, the answer will be the number itself. So here the answer will be 587 only. Clear children? Next, second property. Any number divided by the same number is always 1. Example, 3456 divided by 3456 is equal to 1. Again, if you take two small numbers, say 3 divided by 3. In 3 table, when does 3 come children? 3 ones are 3. So 1 becomes our quotient. Yes. So what is our answer of division? 1. So whenever we divide a number by itself, the answer will be 1. Okay. The answer will be 1. As 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. Even 3456 divided by 3456 also will be equal to 1. Okay, again in the exam if they ask you any number divided by the same number is always dash. Okay, is always dash. You do not remember. Take two numbers. Take the same number and divide it with itself. You will get the answer as 1. So you can write 1 there. Yes. Next, 0 divided by any number is always 0. 0 divided by any number, say 6. Yes. Let me take green color. Here green will be more visible, right? Yes. So when we are dividing 0 by 6, in 6 table, when does 0 come children? We have 6 ones are 6, but before that 6 zeros are 0. Yes. So 0 comes 0 times in 6 table. So 0 becomes our quotient and 0 becomes our remainder as well. 6 zeros are 0. So from this what can we conclude? When we divide 0 by any number, the answer will be what? 0 itself. The answer will always be equal to 0. Clear children about the properties of division? Now using these properties of division, yes, we need to solve this exercise. Fill in the blanks. The first one is 265 divided by 1 is equal to dash. Again as I said, If you think that it is a very big number, take small number, say 2 divided by 1. Now in one table, when does 2 come, children? Here 1 2s are 10. So 1 2s are 2. So 2 becomes our quotient. 1 2s are 2. When we subtract, 0 becomes our remainder. So when we divide a number by 1, what is our answer? The answer is the number itself. 2 divided by 1 is equal to 2 only. So 265 divided by 1 is equal to 265 only. Yes. Coming to question number 2. 579, here this is 265. 579 divided by 579 is equal to dash. Now when we divide a number by itself, by the same number, then the answer will be what? Equal to 1 only. Yes, if you want, we can take a smaller example. 5 divided by 5. We know that 5 ones are 5. 5 ones are 5. So what is our answer? 1 is our answer. So when we divide any number by itself, what will be our answer, children? 1. Be it a 3-digit number or a 4-digit number or a 5-digit number. When we divide the same number by itself, the answer will be 1 itself. Coming to question 3. 315 divided by 315. Again, just like question 2, we are dividing the number by itself. Then what will be the answer? 1. Yes, 315 into 1 is equal to 315. Coming to question number 4 here. 0 divided by 2010. Again, if you feel that it is a very big number, take 0 divided by 2. Yes, take 0 divided by 2. Now 2 is the divisor, 0 is the dividend. And when do we get 0 in 2 table, children? 2 zeros are 0. When we subtract, 0 will be our remainder. What is our quotient here? What is our answer? 0. So what can we conclude? 0 divided by any number will give us 0 only. So 0 divided by 2010 will also give us 0. Coming to question number 5. 3618 divided by 1. A number is being divided by 1. It is the same as question number 1. So what will be the answer? The answer will be the number itself, 3618. Yes, 3618. Coming to our last question. 0 divided by 32,514, children. Now when 0 is divided by any number, what will be the answer? We saw in question number 4. 0 only. When 0 is divided by any number, the answer is always 0. Understood, children? The three properties of division. First one was any number divided by 1 is the number itself. Any number divided by the same number is always 1. 0 divided by any number is always 0. Now coming to division by short method. Consider 248 divided by 2. Yes, what should we consider? 248 divided by 2. When we look at 248, how can we write it? We can write it as 200 plus 4 tens plus 8 ones. Yes or no, children? We can write it as 200 plus 4 tens plus 8 ones. How? Because of their place values. 8 is in ones place, 4 is in tens place and 2 is in hundreds place. So 2 becomes 200s, 4 becomes 4 tens, 8 becomes 8 ones. Now in this short division method, we are taking the individual value of the digits, the place values of the digits. Yes, first we have 200s divided by what? Divided by 2. When we divide 200s by 2, what will be our answer? The hundreds are to be written as it is. 2 divided by 2 becomes what, children? 2 divided by 2, 1. When a number is divided by itself, the answer will be 1. Yes. Next, coming to 4 tens. 4 tens divided by 2. Again the tens, let us write in answer as it is. Now 4 divided by 2. We know that 2 twos are 4. 2 twos are 4. So what is our answer? 2. So 4 tens divided by 2 is equal to 2 tens. Coming to 8 ones. 8 ones divided by 2. Now again ones will be written in the answer as it is. 8 divided by 2. We know that 2 fours are 8. When we subtract, 0 will be our remainder. So what is our answer? 4. So 8 tens, 8 ones divided by 2 is equal to 4 ones. Therefore, now what was this? This was individual digits 2, 4 and 8. Now therefore the final answer becomes what? 248 divided by 2 is equal to 100 plus 2 tens plus 4 ones. That is nothing but 124. 100 plus 2 tens plus 4 ones is nothing but 124. Clear, children? What was this? This was division by short method. Wait a minute. So this is division by short method. First we take 2. 2 ones are 2. Next we have 4. 2 twos are 4. Next we have 8. 2 fours are 8. That's it. 124 becomes our answer. Done, right? And why is this called the short division method? It is very simple and short to do. Now what is the long division method? This will be the long division method. 2 ones are 2. Then 4 brought down. 2 twos are 4. Again when we subtract 0 will be the answer. 8 brought down. 2 fours are 8 and then we subtract 0 will be our remainder. 124 becomes our quotient. So instead of going through such a big process, 248 divided by 2 in the short division method. First take 2. 2 ones are 2. Then we have 4. 2 twos are 4. Then 8 we have 2 fours are 8. We are simply writing the quotient here. 124 becomes our quotient. And it is exactly dividing the number. So the remainder becomes what? Remainder is 0. There is no remainder here. Let us consider another example. 776 divided by 2. Now again, this is the breakdown, children. This is the breakdown of what happens in short division method. 76 is nothing but 7 tens plus 6 ones. 7 tens plus 6 ones. Now first 7 tens divided by 2 becomes what? 10 in the answer as it is. 7 by 2. When we divide 7 by 2, we have 2 threes are 6 and then we have 1 remaining. We have 3 tens and then 1 10 is remaining. Yes, we have 3 tens and 1 10 is remaining. Now what can we do with this 1 10? After tens, what do we have here? Ones. So the tens part is already done. Now what to do with the tens? We need to regroup these tens into ones. 110 is nothing but 10. 110 is nothing but 1010. Yes. Now how to write it in terms of ones? How many ones does it have? It has 10 ones. Yes. 10 into 1 is equal to 10. So 110 is nothing but 10 ones. What did we have already? 6 tens. Now what is added to that? 10 ones. So 10 ones plus 16 ones is equal, 6 ones is equal to 16 ones. Okay, children, first we had 7 tens. When we divided it with 2, we got 3 tens and 1 10 was remaining. Now after tens we are having ones. So we needed to regroup these tens into ones. Now 110 is nothing but 10 ones. Now when we add these 10 ones to the existing ones, 6 tens plus 6 ones plus 10 ones is equals to 16 ones. Now what should we do? Divide the 16 ones by 2. 16 divided by 2 is 8 and then ones. So 16 ones divided by 2 is 8 ones. Therefore, the finally 76 by 2 is equal to what? 3 tens and 8 ones. That is nothing but 38. See, 70. What was it? 76, right? Yes. 76 divided by 2 in the short division method. Now first what we'll do, we'll take 7. Let me write the 2 table here so that you'll be able to understand it clearly. Yes. So what do we have first? We have 7. Now do we have 7 in 2 table? No. We have 2 3s are 6. 2 3s are 6. What do we have, children? We have 2 3s are 6, which is less than 7. We cannot take the greater number, right? Yes, we always take the lesser number. So 2 3s are 6. Now what to do the remaining one? When we subtract 7 and 6, we are having 1. That is carried forward to the next digit. 6 becomes 1 6 16. Yes, even in addition we do the carry forward addition and multiplication, right? Suppose if I have 17 plus 6, 7 plus 6 becomes 13 and 1 carried, 1 plus 1 becomes 2. Yes, in 13 we wrote only 3 here and the remaining 1 is carried on. In the same way here in long division, the one that is remaining is carried on to the next number. So 6 becomes 1 6 16, and yes, we know that 2 8s are 16. We know that 2 8s are 16, so we'll write 8 here. So 2 into 76 divided by 2 is equal to 38. Remainder is 0. Says it is perfectly dividing, so remainder is 0. Clear, children, how to do the, what was this? Short division method. We are having an exercise, so let us solve some short division problems so that it will be clear for us. First, 33 by 3. 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3. So what is our answer? 11. Very simple, right? Next, question number 2. 404 divided by 4. Now we have 4 divided by, we know that 4 ones are 4. And when does 0 come? 4 zeros are 0. And again, when does 4 come? 4 ones are 4. So 404 divided by 4 is 101. Yes. So only when in the question they are mentioning that use short method, you need to use the short method for solving, children. Okay. Otherwise, you always have to solve the division in long division method. Next, question 3, 963 divided by 3. Again, we know that 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3. This is just see in the 3 table. Wait, let me write this. Yes. So when does 9 come? 3 times. So 3 written here. When does 6 come? 2 times. So 2 is written here. When does 3 come? 1 time. So 1 is written here. 963 divided by 3 is 321. Clear, children? Coming to fourth one. 95 divided by 5. Now first we have 9. If you look at the fifth table, we have 5 ones are 5 and 5 twos are 10. 5 threes are 15. Do we have 9 in fifth table? No. So we are going with just the lesser number, that is 5. How many times is it? 1. 5 ones are 5. But what do we have here? 9. What did we take? 5. So what is remaining? 4 is remaining. 9 minus 5, 4. Now what to do with this 4? It is carried to the next digit. So 5 here becomes, which was 5 before, it becomes now 45. Understood? Before now we just had 5. Now we have 45. Now does 45 come in fifth table? Yes, it comes. 5 nines are 45. So what is our quotient, children? 19 becomes our quotient here. 95 divided by 5 is equal to 19. Next, 72 divided by 4. First coming to 7 here. 4 ones are 4. 4 twos are 8. 4 threes are 12. Now do we have 7? No. So going with the just lesser number, that is 4. 4 ones are 4. Now what is remaining? 3 is remaining. 7 minus 4. 3 is remaining. 3 is passed on to the next digit. So 2 here becomes 3 to 32. Now does 32 come in fourth table? Yes. 4 8s are 32. 4 8s are 32. So what is our answer? 1 8 18. 72 divided by 4 is 18. 4 ones are 4. Now the 3 which was remaining is carried to the next digit 30. So it becomes 32. 4 8s are 32. Yes, 75 divided by 3. Next question. 3 2s are 6. 1 is remaining. 7 minus 6. 1 is remaining. So 1 comes here. 1 5 15. 3 5s are 15. So 25 becomes our answer. 96 divided by 6. Yes, children, 6 ones are 6. 3 is remaining. 36. 6 6 are 36. Now 52 divided by 2. 2 2s are 4. 1 is remaining. We have 12 here. 2 6 are 12. Now 64 divided by 2. 2 3s are 6 and 2 2s are 4. Clear, children, how to divide using the short method? Yes, I hope this. And with this we've come to the end of today's class, children. Yes, what did we discuss in today's class? We discussed about what is division, the terms used in the division. What are the terms used? Dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. Yes, and also we've learned how to divide using the short method. Yes, I hope today's